Seedlip is the world's first distilled non-alcoholic spirit, solving the ever-growing dilemma of what to drink when you're not drinking. It is based on the distilled non-alcoholic remedies from the art of distillation, written in 1651, and now repurposed to pioneer a new category of drinks. Seedlip is sugar-free, sweetener-free, and contains 0 calories. To learn more, please welcome Seedlip's Northern Ambassador, Luke Pearson.
Thank you very much. I might as well just go home now. That was an amazing introduction, actually. Dare I say any more? But yeah, as I just said, my name is Luke. I'm the ambassador for Seedlip. Like I said, we are the world's first distilled non-alcoholic spirit. So inevitably ask a couple of questions. What actually are we? What is that even possible? The world's first distilled non-alcoholic spirit. And yeah, it is absolutely a thing. But before I talk about actually what's inside the bottle, just a little bit about us, really. So, you know, the world we're growing at the moment, 1 in 5 millennials are teetotal. You know, those who are kind of looking for non-alcoholic drinks are really in this world of sugary, sweet, and dare I say it, a little bit childish at times as well, actually, and lack of adult options. So this is really where we came into being. Ben Branson, our founder, he has been in marketing and branding for the last 10 years, and fair to say he doesn't drink, but actually got really excited by the idea of creating something which was adult, elegant, in the form of a spirit, but without the alcohol, importantly without the sugar, without the calories as well, like we just mentioned. And so that's exactly what he did. He set about, actually, it took him about 2.5 years to create something which was non-alcoholic in spirit form. It's a lengthy process. It's a 6-week distillation process, and each one uses actually 6 ingredients in each bottle. And it's really simple to remember. I've got Garden 108 in my hand here, actually, and all those ingredients are on the front of the bottle. So Ben grew up on a farm in Lincolnshire, like I said, and he loves the outdoors, the art of nature. He gets really excited, and his parents grew peas, essentially, you know, English garden peas. And so that's exactly what we've got inside the bottle. We've got a hair on the front, and making at the top of there is sugar snap peas. So this great kind of herbal, kind of floral flavour from the peas. Making up the hare's head are hops. We've got spearmint, we've got rosemary, and we've got thyme. And so what we've got is something really adult and really elegant and really exciting, something really fresh. We're not trying to copy a vodka, a gin, or a rum in that sense, but what it does do is offer that same ritual and that same experience. Because I've, like I say, been bartending for the last 9 or 10 years, and actually been in an environment where seeing people pressured into alcoholic drinks from either their peers or purely just through the lack of decent options, really. So we typically pair Seedlip with tonic water. It's a double measure, lots of ice. Sugar snap peas go great, cucumber goes great with this little bit of elderflower, and the beauty is that you guys are in control of the spirit, in the sense that you control how sweet or how dry those serves are. And like I say, it's super exciting. You very rarely see peas actually inside a drink, and it's a great way, whether you're drinking or not, it's a great way to introduce a really herbal, fresh flavour into this world of non-alcoholic drinks. So I'm doing a little switch out, actually, and I'll move over to Spice 94. And again, really simple. This is the one which actually launched 2 years ago. So it was a 2-year development process for Ben to create a non-alcoholic spirit. And then we've been around for another 2 years on top of that. And we first launched in Selfridges exclusively. We sold out 3 times in that first month of 3,000 bottles, which was really exciting. Actually took Ben from a one-man band to now just over 70 members of the team globally. We just recently launched in New Zealand, in Hong Kong, Singapore, Australia. So really exciting times, because it's not just a UK issue of what to drink when you're not drinking, but actually a global dilemma. And so he was really excited to create Spice, which is, like I said, the product he first launched. And again, we've got a fox on the front with all the ingredients on that bottle. So making up the body is something called cascarilla bark. It's a little bit like Angostura bitters, a little bit woody, a little bit earthy. We've got American oak, which we typically find whiskey aged inside. Then we've got allspice berries, we've got cardamom, and we've got lemon and grapefruit peels as well. So completely the other end of the spectrum in the sense that this is really woody, really spicy, a little bit earthy, a little bit citrusy as well. And again, paired with tonic water, but absolutely fantastic in non-alcoholic cocktails. We're slowly but surely banning the word mocktail because it is a terrible tragedy, actually, the word mocktail. But yeah, this world of non-alcoholic drinks, like I say, we're in 130 Michelin-star restaurants. We're in 25 of the 50 best bars in the world. So it's a great pairing option with food. You know, very often we're out in these great restaurants having this great occasion, and if those, you know, are driving or just simply taking the night off booze, then the options are incredibly sugary, incredibly sweet, and actually to pair those with this amazing food is a little bit of a tragedy. So like I say, something really dry, something really adult, and really elegant, really. So we're actually going to be hosting a little drinks reception later on today at around 5 o'clock. Where you'll have the opportunity to taste Seedlip with some tonic water and discover the world of non-alcoholic spirits for yourselves. I know it was brief, but thank you so much for having me. And yeah, any questions for anybody?
Are there any questions for Luke? I've got a question for you.
Yep, go for it.
Could you tell us a bit more about your expansion into other countries? Were there any particular challenges you faced in that, or anything that you found easier than selling in the UK?
Great question. So I am at heart very much a beverage man. So yeah, personally I have a reasonable amount of experience actually in terms of looking at how we approach different markets, but I think each one is treated very differently. Although we are a team of 17, we're in 15 international cities, we are still in the very early days. So we have a one-man band, almost a brand ambassador in each city, in each market really, where we work very closely with our distributors. And like I say, it is a global issue in the terms of what to drink when you're not drinking, but each market has its own challenges. You know, the UK is definitely up there in terms of what we do and those who are looking for something non-alcoholic. But of course, we're going to California and LA, for example, and they are maybe 2 years ahead of where we are right now in terms of non-alcoholic drinks. You know, we'd still go out and have a great time after work. In the UK, we'd typically go for a beer. They don't. They go for kombucha or non-alcoholic drinks in that sense. So it's great that we can kind of really enforce, you know, a spirit option in that area as well. Yeah, I hope that helps.